Imagine waking up tomorrow and deciding, not hoping, not pretending, but deciding that you are already in possession of the inner wealth you seek. That the love, the freedom, the peace you long for is not a goal, but your starting point. What would you do differently? How would you speak to others? How would you speak to yourself? How would you hold your body? Would you rush? Would you chase? Or would you move with the quiet, steady rhythm of someone who knows that all is already well? It happens not through dramatic declarations, but through small, consistent decisions. Choosing to speak from your heart instead of from fear. Choosing to slow down and listen to the stillness within rather than reacting to every external demand. Choosing to say no when something no longer fits the version of yourself that you are now living from. These small acts accumulate, and soon your outer life cannot help but reflect your inner stance. The language of true creation says, I believe, and therefore I see. Not in a blind way, not in an arrogant way, but in a way that recognizes the source of reality is within. You are tuning your inner state to the frequency of the life you desire, and in doing so you make it easier for that life to flow to you. Not because you forced it, but because you became the version of yourself who no longer blocks it. It's about living in integrity with your highest truth. And your highest truth is that you are already enough, that you are already connected, that you are already whole. From that place you begin to create not out of desperation, but out of joy. Not because you need to fix something, but because you are expressing something that is already complete. When you act as if you already have everything, the energy does the speaking for you. You begin to radiate confidence. Not a loud, boastful confidence, but a quiet, magnetic presence. You don't demand attention, but you draw it. Not because you are seeking it, but because you are not resisting your own light anymore. You find yourself in the right place at the right time, not because you chased it, but because you aligned with it. The external still takes time to catch up to the internal shift. But in the space between acting as if and seeing the evidence, you discover something more precious than the result itself.